Greetings everyone. In this video I want to talk about your choices and your consent within this game and how this game really is working, either for you or against you by your choices.
Greetings. This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
This game, you as a source player are here because you wanted to be here. You wanted this experience and you wanted the rewards that come from being a winner in this game. Okay? You knew it was within your ability to win this game, and you came into this game to win it. However, along the way, you have fallen asleep to what this game really is and who you really are. You have been so programmed by the programs of society and religion and consuming meat and sexuality and sensuality and all of these things have been presented to you, and you have fallen to them. You've fallen to them. You see, strength is in your mind. This entire game is an illusion within your mind. Okay? Now, you would not have come into this game without there being huge rewards for you to have accomplished the win for yourself within this game. You were not forced in, and only the best could enter this game because it was a difficult and is a difficult game. It requires a great mind control, a strength of mind, control over your illusionary body and your desires and your thoughts and emotions. Control. Not giving your control away to others who may push your buttons or to the matrix for experiences, orgasm, and eating meat, animals, and other lower frequency behaviors, alcohol, drugs, all of these things. When you are not strong, when you're not strong, and you crave these things and you give into them and you experience them, you are eating yourself. You are consuming your energy, your own energy. You are, in effect, that Ouroboros eating its own tail. You are consuming yourself. The dragon eating his own tail. Orgasm. Orgasm is the one thing that seems to be next, and meat, consuming meat. Those two things seem to be the biggest drainers and consumption that source players do to themselves, followed by drugs. When you participate in lower frequency activities, you are consuming, you are draining your own synergy cell. Your synergy cell is who you are. You cannot climb higher than your synergy cell will allow you to climb. And you can't be doing lower frequency activities and climb to the heights. Okay? Your synergy cell level directly determines the highest frequency that you can attain in this game, whether you will even get out of the box. Now, people think of people who are strong because they've got muscles and they can lift huge amounts of weight and they have control over their bodies because they can make them muscle bound. Well, I will tell you that those who are muscle bound usually don't have it up here because they may have the ability to control and exercise and do what they perceive, but they're still doing everything that they have no strength of mind in this game. They can't tell their body no to having an orgasm. They can't tell their body no to eating meat. They can't tell their body no to the various pleasures, alcohol, whatever. They can't tell themselves no. They have no control over their body and their desires. Now, that is a very weak-minded person. I don't care how good their body looks on the outside, they're a very weak-minded person. And people who have bodies that are chiseled and they spend all that time exercising and getting there, that's an ego issue. It's ego and it's competition. And those are lower frequencies also. Now let's talk about you consuming yourself. Consuming yourself. Consuming your synergy cell. You came in this game with a full synergy cell. Your synergy cell determines your frequency in this game, how high you can attain to. It determines your empowerment in this game. How much, how do you value who you really are? Wasting your synergy cell, which is you, away on things that amount to nothing, that do not benefit you and actually rob you of your energy. That energy goes to the matrix. You give it to the matrix, which then turns around and gives it back to you in daily doses. Now, there are so many source players giving so much energy away to the matrix every single day. It builds up extra because you've given it away to the matrix. It started with a dose to get it started, but you keep continually giving it. Well, you are making the choices and you are surrendering those energies. And your synergy cell, when you leave this game, and your frequency level determines your standing of your cell when you exit this game. You knew this coming in. You knew this coming in. You did not have to come in, but you wanted to double yourself and get closer to the core. This is why you came in, as well as many other things that play into effect with that. And you as Source will evaluate your performance based on your synergy cell, and you will say that you failed or you succeeded. And in failing, you will surrender your energies. You'll surrender the rest of your energies that you have in your synergy cell to the winner. Now, you as a winner, where do you get your energy from? Well, you get double what you entered the game with, and it's doubled from the core of Source. It's doubled. And if you exit this game with 100% full synergy cell, then you get way more than that. And I'm not going to go into that. But it's a substantial benefit to you to leave this game with 100% full synergy cell when the game closes. Now, you are fully responsible for creating your best life yet in this experience. You are experiencing what you are creating through your choices, whether they are script choices, whether you've unlocked your script or not. You still have choices. And the choices that you make directly affect your synergy cell and your experience in this game. Now, your script doesn't say that you have to go and have an orgasm. It doesn't say that you have to eat meat. That's a choice that you are making. It is a permissible choice, and it's a choice that you are making, and you are doing it. Taking drugs to have an illegitimate experience, thinking that you want more information about this matrix, and rather than getting it from Source, you choose to take drugs to get tapped into the matrix further and have attachments to you. All of these things are choices that you make for yourself in your journey, and they all play into your experience that you are having right now. It really is a simple thing. to make this your best life yet, but you have to change the choices that you make. You have to make choices that will benefit you. You have to rule your mind. You must rule your mind. You must rule your mind. Now, this game is not nearly as hard as it was since the game has been won. Prior to the game being won, you couldn't kill a fly. Alchemy, inner alchemy would have been required. All of those things in the very first video that I put out were requirements. It meant that there was no orgasm. You had to slay the dragon. You had to go without orgasm. But you see, you can't comprehend that. Now, you can't blame your experience in this game on anyone else. If you choose to play victim, or you choose experiences and try to blame something outside of yourself why this game seems terrible, it's horrible. Oh, well, you know what? You are in a lower frequency state of being in that mind. You're judging it as good or bad. Yes, everybody likes good experiences. But you know what? You judging it in that way makes it so for you. It doesn't make it so for anyone else, but just you. Because you see, your game is your game. It's your universe. It is your creation. I guarantee you that my experience in this game, and my view of this game, is totally different from the one that you have. You will not reach the higher frequency states of being as long as you are continually entertaining and making choices for lower frequency activities. Now, can you reach a higher frequency state of being and then go back and dabble in these things? Well, yes, you can for a limited amount of time before your frequency bodies drop back down into the red zone. And if you're in the red zone, that's not good for you. You're outside of your empowerment. You're outside of your harmonization with your source self-fractal, and you are draining, you're eating, you're consuming your own energies. Your own energies. There is accountability in this game, and you cannot push your responsibilities off on anyone else in this game. You can't do it. And you know what? When you exit this game, you'll recognize that, and you'll stand fully responsible for the choices that your game pieces, your fractalized bodies, your frequency bodies have made in this game. And you won't be whiny about it. You won't be whiny about it. You won't be saying, oh, I didn't have a chance. Well, you certainly did. You had a chance. And you have even more of a chance now since the game has been won. And your synergy cell got refilled 100% on November 11th, 2016. 9/11. There is a cost. Now, are there some who will escape this game without having done the work for themselves? That is a possibility if their soulmate has done the work for them. You see, because your soulmate is you, and all it takes is one of your pieces in this game to win, and it wins for all of your game pieces of your fractal. I'll be explaining that a little bit more in another video. But don't count on your soulmate doing what it takes for you. Don't count on it. That would be an awful lot to risk. It would be an awful lot to risk. Now, my win of the game made it easier for you to leave this game victoriously. However, it doesn't set you totally free of responsibility and enable you to make any kind of choices that you choose to make. You are still responsible for exiting victoriously. It simply makes it easier for you. And it also means that you won't get dissolved in the matrix, that you will actually exit and return to source instead of being dissolved in the matrix, which is what would have happened if the game had not have been one for every source fractal. Get to frequency level 5 or higher in this game, able to retain what energies you have left once you leave this game, which you may not have much left because your choices here are determined. You're using it, you're spending it. You're spending it with every orgasm, with every eating of meat, with every alcohol, drug, all of these things. Judgment, hate. Oh, and there's a biggie about judgment, and probably, and that's a video I need to do. It's huge. Be aware of your game. It's your game. Your game. Your game. Don't look around at anybody else. Play your game the best you can to your ability. And take control of your mind. Take control of your mind. And experience your best life yet. And your manifestive abilities on the higher frequency planes. This game is amazing, and so are you. If you can get your mind out of the lower frequencies and you can start wrapping it around the magnitude of this experience and how powerful you really are. Now, it benefits you to say thank you using PayPal or Patreon. And it benefits you more than you know. Thank you, supporters and those who have gotten this message and have connected with their inner knowing. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.